Hi, everyone. It's Louis Fernandez here with the LRF Group with Berkshire Hathaway with EWM. I'm hoping that you guys have enjoying your Christmas holidays and being able to spend some time with your friends and family. I'm here at the office. It's December 29th. I'm working through the year. We've got clients that are in town. We're showing them properties. And unfortunately, my holidays have been postponed until further notice. And so that's happening here on my end. But it's all good. I like to work, and we're very, very busy, so I can't complain. But I wanted to go over an article that came out on December 19th, the Miami Association of Realtors, and it talked about the November market here in Miami. So I'm going to read some of the highlights of it for you, just go over it. And again, I think you're going to find it quite interesting of where we are here in Miami in particular in terms of our real estate market. So without any further delay, let's get straight to it. And so it says here, the top in the article says Miami-Dade posts another month of single-family home sale gains. Market set to top last year's annual total. And talks about that Miami-Dade County single-family home sale increased year over year in November of 2024, as reported by Miami Association of Realtors. It says the Miami single-family home sales have posted year-over-year sale increase in 7 of the first 11 months of the year, a significant feat as mortgage rate hovered near 7% all year. Miami single-family home transactions are up 1.3% year to date versus 2023. Meanwhile, Miami $1 million and up condo posted another month year-over-year gain of 1.8% in November of 2024. It says here, Miami real estate heads into 2025 as a top-ranked, high-demand, low-supply market. This is from our chairman of the board, Gus Fonte. He says, with its strong housing fundamentals and continued in-migration, the Miami market ranks high on numerous rankings, including newly released Realtor.com 2025 housing market forecast. It says here, Realtor.com ranked Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and Pompano Beach, Florida, as the number 2 top housing market in the United States for 2025, forecasting a 24% year-over-year increase in sales and a 9% increase in median sale price for 2025. Miami also ranks number 2 in the United States in home price appreciation, according to the December 2024 CoreLogic Home Price Index. So if you're thinking about buying down here in South Florida, don't wait, because what's going to happen here is if you wait, 2 things are going to happen to you. Time loss, which you can never regain, and your property is going to be worth a little bit more. So it says here that let's talk about the Miami condo sale prices have appreciated by more than 129% in the last 10 years. It says here, existing condominium prices increased 3.9% year over year in November of 2024, from $420,000 to $436,354. The condominium prices have stayed even or increased in 155 of the last 162 months, in a span that covers more than 13.5 years. They're talking about a condo market crash here in Miami? I don't think so. The Miami condo prices have risen 129% from November 2014 to November 2024. Back then, it was $190,000 to buy the average condominium unit, and now it's at $436,354. Wow, a big difference. Now, in regards to Miami-Dade County single-family home, median sale prices increased by 5.7 year to year over November 24 of 2024, increasing from $615,000 to $650,000. Miami single-family median prices have risen for 156 consecutive months, 13 years, the longest running streak. I was about to say winning streak, but it depends on which side of the table you're on. The longest running streak on record. It's. I mean, I can't believe some of these numbers, and I'm working on this on a regular basis, 24/7, and sometimes I say, well, things are going to finally slow down, only just to speed up again. It's just it is where we are right now here in South Florida. The Miami single-family prices have risen 165% from November 2014 to November 2024, which back then that single-family home will run you close to $245,000. Today, unfortunately, is at $650,000. If you jump down a little bit, it says here, despite the increase in prices, Miami still remains a value in comparison to other global cities. Miami, $1 million net you 60 square meters more of prime property than other properties in other cities, according to 2024 Knight Frank Wealth Report. This is much higher than other global cities such as Sydney, Australia, which purchase you only 43 square meters. Shanghai, 42 square meters. And in Monaco, 16 square meters. Wow. Yeah, Monaco is still, it will continue to be very expensive to live there. Now, here's something that I think that needs to be addressed, and it should be addressed quickly. It's the lack of federal housing administration loans available for condominiums here in South Florida. Currently, of the 2,397 condominium buildings in Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach counties, only 21 are approved for FHA loans, according to the statistics of the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. That's just 0.9% of South Florida condo buildings approved for FHA loans. See, that's a problem, and that's what we need to correct, and where the federal government can step in and make those requirements for the condo buildings much applicable, accessible for lenders. It will help tremendously the affordability part for buyers to be able to purchase condominiums. Now, clearly, there's a problem now going with the condo market because you've got high maintenance, you've got insurance issues, you've got special assessments, and that's something I've already talked about in another video I did. You might want to look into that, which I won't get into it here so much. But that being said, the buildings that's affecting more though buildings that are 30 years and older, but buildings that are younger, within 10 or 15 years, we don't have that type of crisis. So I think if the FHA can be applicable to younger buildings, it will ease the burden tremendously with buyers. The other part I wanted to cover too was total inventory, which I think is very important here. And where it's here, let's see where the total inventory. I think I might have passed it already. Let me see. Here it is. Total inventory. Here it is. It said total inventory is still down by 25% from historical average in Miami. The annual historical average for Miami-Dade existing inventory is 20,300, and currently we're at 16,117. So check this out. So what's currently available in terms of, if you put the condo market and the single family homes here in Miami-Dade County, we only have about 16,000 properties, which is still significantly low to where we should be. That's not a lot. I mean, if you go further and read on, it says here the total active listings at the end of November increased to 39% year over year, from 11,576 to 16,000. But that's not enough to make up for the inventory. The inventory shortage that we have. For single family homes, we did increase by 24% in November of 2024, from 3,856 active listings to 4,797 last month. In the condo market, we also increased as well, increased by 46%, from 7,720 to 11,320 listings for the same period in 2023. But still, the total significant is below the pre-pandemic levels. Current Miami condo inventory is 11,000, which is way below what we should be, at least from 2019 pre-pandemic inventory of 15,000 369 units. So again, that's a problem because, clearly, and that's what's keeping prices high. So if it's, and the issue here is, we have a supply problem, and I've been saying that for the last, 3, 4 years, 5 years, perhaps. We have a supply problem, and that's not going to get corrected anytime soon. And I know I sound like a broken record, but unfortunately, that's the case. Until we get the supply higher, then that's the only time you're going to see a significant change in terms of appreciation here in Miami-Dade County and South Florida in general. So that's a big concern. The month supply of inventory for single-family home is 5.4 months, and that it's still a seller's market. But the condo market, the inventory is up by 11 months, which that's good. That's good. And last but not least, I want to touch base here on the distressed properties. We're currently in Miami. We have 0.9% of all closed residential sales have been distressed or REOs, compared to the national average is 2%. So, we're looking pretty good as a market here. We're quite solid. And if you're if you're a buyer, to be honest with you, with a market like this, I definitely recommend our clients to be shopping around this time of the year. That's why we're working, because our savvy buyers and purchasers, they've been looking at property since late November, and we're getting them into contracts now through the end of this month, because first of all, there's less buyers out there looking. So you have a greater chance to negotiate a better price, because in January and February, March, when that cycle kicks in, you're going to get a lot of people coming back into the market. Yes, you may have more sellers in the market, but you're going to be inundated with a lot of buyers, and that's going to be, depending upon what type of particular property you're looking for, especially if it's a single-family home, you might be into a bidding war situation. And if the interest rate starts coming down, even more so. So listen, I hope this information was helpful, and I want to thank you from the behalf of the LRF Group team, and thank you so much for being so patient and listening to me and watching my podcast and watching my videos. I know I'm not the best and articulating, and I don't have that. I wish I had that X factor, but I don't. I'm really a numbers guy, and I work strictly better on one-on-one with somebody live across the table for me. But I wanted to bring this information to you throughout the course of the year, and I hope you find it valuable and helpful. And again, if you're looking to buy, you're moving across the country, we're also a relocation certified team. We also have an office up in New York, and so if you need to sell properties up there and to buy down here, we can help you with that as well. So have a happy new year and a healthy new year, and many blessings to all of you out there. And thank you again for watching, and keep watching, because we're watching out for you in the best interest of your property. Until next year, all the very best. Bye-bye.